TV3's Earth Day series is brought to you by Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, Prairie Restorations, Inc., East Otter Soil and Water Conservation District, Becker Mahnomen Corn and Soybean Growers, Minnesota Soybean Research and Promotion Council, Minnesota Corn Growers Association, and Corn Utilization and Technology.
Hi, we're here with the Earth Day series, and we are at East Otter Soil and Water, and we have Darren Newville here. Hi, Darren.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So tell me a little bit about who you guys are and what you do.
Okay. So first, my name is Darren Newville. I'm the district manager for the East Otter and Wadena Soil and Water Conservation Districts. And the Soil and Water Conservation Districts are actually a local unit of government. So this November, coming in election time, we will have people on the ballot. We have a 5-member elected board, and we were really formed in 1958 is when both of us were formed, so it's our 60th anniversary this year. And we were formed to really help local landowners with conservation problems. Back in the early days, we worked a lot with landowners on soil erosion. As a matter of fact, one of our supervisors, Marion Gill, he actually worked here back in the late 50s. And he says when he came here, that the couple of days that he could barely see the water tower with all the wind erosion. So back then they really focused on erosion issues, and they planted a lot of trees and things like that. So just a little bit of a history about the SWCD.
Okay. So you guys obviously have the erosion. What other types of programs do you guys have?
Well, over the last 30 years, we've really developed soil and water conservation is in our name. In the state of Minnesota, in Otter County, we have a lot of water. Otter County has over 1,000 lakes, so that's really important to us. So we work basically with any local landowners that have conservation problems, whether it be erosion or nitrogen management, anything that really helps protect our water and soil resources. We're there to help them with that. We can provide them with financial assistance sometimes, so we have cost share for programs, depending on what types of things that they're doing. Technical assistance, we have 9 staff here in the office in Perham, and then we have 3 staff over in Wadena that help landowners with different things, whether it be forestry practices, habitat type things, lots of farming still. We still have that base with our farmers, but we work with a lot of new people, lakeshore owners. Of course, when we develop lake shores, that impact actually has water quality issues with that. So when they're putting a house on a lot, that's making more runoff going to the lake, which carries more things with it. So we're working with them to do buffers, rain gardens, things like that.
Okay. So those are great ways to tie into Earth Day, and obviously ways to educate people and get them involved.
Right, and Earth Day's coming up here towards the end of the month. I think it's the 20th, and really Earth Day is every day for us. That's what we work with. Conservation is really trying to use our resource wisely. That's the definition of conservation, is wise use of your resources, and that's really what we try to do here at the SWCD is try to get that conservation ethic out there. I know that farming is a big thing in Otter County, and we have a lot of really progressive farmers. They work with us on irrigation. Of course, our soils here are very productive, but they're really dry. They only hold so much water in them, so they have to provide more. But we want to make sure that farmers aren't putting on too much water, because that also helps leach contaminants into the groundwater. So groundwater is a big issue up here, nitrates in the groundwater. We've had some places that have had high, like Perham, the wellhead protection area. We've worked with the city of Perham and the farmers out there to adopt practices that irrigation and nutrient management practices that help prevent that from happening, trying to put on as little as possible or when the crop actually needs it, so it's not creating a resource problem or a water quality issue. So that's some of the things that we're doing with farming, but we still do, habitat with native pollinators is a big thing. Of course, there's lots of studies out there that show that we're losing our bees. So with some of the other programs, some of our partners, our state and federal partners, they have different programs where we can provide cost share incentives or payments to help people get those things established.
Okay. Well, and so is that one of your guys' programs too? I know right now with Earth Day, you guys have like a tree giveaway going on.
Yep, well, we do have a tree giveaway. We actually have a pretty robust conservation tree program. We actually sell trees to people who want to do conservation practices. Again, that was one of the practices that they started back in the late 50s, and we've continued to do that. So on an annual basis, we'll sell between 60 and 70,000 trees between the 2 SWCDs to people to go out and do field windbreaks, wildlife plantings, shelter belts, things like that.
Okay. So Where can they find more information on you guys or contact you?
We do have our website. If people are looking for stuff, they can come to our website. It's www.eotswcd.org. And there's lots of different information on there. Or they can find us in Perham. Our office is located in Perham at 801 Gemini Avenue Southwest. It's just a block west of the Dairy Queen, so it's pretty easy to find. And our, again, they can email us. They can find our emails on our website. And if they have any questions, they can give us a call.
And also check out your Facebook page.
Check out our Facebook page too. Yeah, I forgot about that. We have a Facebook page, and there's a lot of good information on that. We've got some staff that are really good at posting things of upcoming events, and it's really good because sometimes they throw some history in there. Recently, we did a kind of an employee profile on our Facebook page, so each one of us employees had to tell a little bit about ourselves and what our favorite tree was, promoting our conservation tree program.
All right, thanks for being on the show, Darren. It was great to talk with you, and happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.